righty then. Here we go. Out my life, wonder where did I go wrong? Sometimes I start to wonder. Hello, YouTube, Facebook, everybody. This is Federal Prison Talk, and it's live, and you can call in tonight. I got a guest coming on, she said, Angie from Prison Talk with Angie. And she did time in Alderson Prison, where Martha Stewart used to go. And I think she was looking at 30-something months. She got out in 9 months, started this channel, and I got the pleasure of knowing her before she went to prison. I helped her out with a few things, like I've been doing. Character reference letters and, coaching you for sentencing day and tips on how to get in programs. And now I'm getting people in RDAP and all that's going on. The biggest thing going on with me, guys, is I'm off probation. I'm off to 3 years of federal probation. That was yesterday. And I'm still good, man. I'm not drunk. I'm not high. I didn't break the law. No, just because you get off probation, man. I got a rap sheet now. So if I get pulled over, maybe they can't search the car, but they can sure give me a hard time and suspect me of everything because I've been in the federal and it shows up. So just because you get off probation, that doesn't mean you run out and you go do crimes again. It's been a long journey, guys. A long journey. Let me check the comments to see if anybody's on here. Not yet, but we got a couple people watching. So, guys, yeah, in 2011, my house got raided. I was filing false tax returns for homeless people and drug addicts and all over. If you got you got a couple streets or neighborhood or more than that in your town and it's full of tents of homeless people, those were my customers. So, and if they never had a job and they never filed taxes, it was even better. So I put them down for panhandling, what we call it, recycling, still in copper, whatever it was. And I could get them back $2,000 back a year. So I took 20% and I gave them 80. And I had everything running through my bank because I don't trust homeless people to pay me. So that's where they got me at. And they said the way I was doing the taxes really wasn't wrong, but you put down that every single one of these people made $12,400. And you found hundreds of these people. They all made the exact amount. They all came to you. And that's where I went wrong. And you know what? The thing is, I stole money from the government. That was not mine, was not the people I was filing for. And today I can admit that. Doesn't matter who you steal from, justified or not. I used to think it's from the government. Oh, I'm robbing the rich, giving to the poor. No. I was not robbing the rich. I was robbing my own government. And the Bible says that that's Caesar's money. That's Caesar's money. So if you think you're stealing from a dollar item from the dollar store, or you're changing the 3 to a 6 on some tax forms because you don't want to pay that extra money, that's Caesar's money, man. It's not your money. You're stealing, okay? Right or wrong, it's wrong. And you know it. Or you won't be thinking twice about it. So you make too many of those mistakes and big ones, and you can end up in federal prison like I did. So that was 12 years ago, man. 12 years ago. And I remember it was right before Christmas when they raided my house. I was living with my girlfriend, and we had some brand new toys for her, like an Xbox. There was a flying helicopter, and I had a nice necklace for a girlfriend who's living with me because I got her kids presents, and the feds took all that, and that never came back. They said, "Oh, my son wants an Xbox." And another guy said, "Oh, he had a 45-inch TV here. I need that. I need that in my garage. So when I work on my car." And they were just grabbing stuff out of the house, man. That's how they do it, man. They didn't arrest me though, but they held me there. They said you can either walk away, or we're taking your cell phone and your wallet, and you can come back. I don't know, maybe in 8 hours we'll be done, or you can stay here, but we're going to keep you in the garage and we're going to watch you. And they had 2 guys watching me the whole time while they raided the house. Anyways, that was 12 years ago. I was in denial that day. I didn't do anything wrong. I got law. I got business permits, everything. I'm legal, man. No, you're not legal. We're here, buddy. We're here. You're not legal. And You know, it took a year to get indicted, and then it took 4 years to get sentenced. The feds are slow, man. And 52-month sentence after I'm thinking I'm getting 13 years, 11 years. One week I was going to get probation. That's what the court-appointed lawyer said. And the next week I said, what about that probation? He says, I never said nothing like that. I go, bullshit, you did. And, these days, public defenders, lawyers, whatever, they lie too. And if you're indicted and you're looking for a lawyer or you think you're going to get caught on something right, in the federal system, I'm going to save your money. I couldn't afford a real lawyer. In the beginning, I had $5,000. I got a lawyer, and she only got me up to the indictment. wouldn't even meet me there for. She just said, "Now go. I'm signing papers now. You're done. Unless you got more money." That's all I care about. Go with a federal appointed lawyer because there's not much difference that they can do. It's not like a state court, man. There's no willing and dealing in the Fed. You're going to get one plea offer, and you better take it. They got a 97.2 conviction rate, and think you're going to take a trial, win. Guess what? Even if you win that trial, I've done times with guys, they won a trial, 15 years ago, and they've been after them for the last 10, and they finally caught them on something. Or they brought back old charges that they didn't actually. They'll have 15 charges on you and charge you with 4 of them, and keep the other ones as an ace in the hole. So if you win a jury trial in the Fed, they're pissed. You're on their list, man. They're coming after you. You own a business, they're gonna find something. The 4 that will change you to 3, they're gonna get you on that, man. And you're gonna do time, even if you win. Like I said, take it to trial and win. Guess what? They're gonna be back every year with new things, man. They're not gonna give up, man. They gotta have that win, that check mark, man. That's our government, guys. And you don't get to vote for any of these people that are indicting you, this jury, this grand jury that you see, that you don't see. They meet in secret. You don't get invited. They have a trial without you. You don't get to face your accusers. It's not a jury of your peers. You don't know who's there. You don't know what they said, but they said you're guilty. But we're going to let you prove yourself innocent. Where is that in the Constitution? And where is that in the Constitution, huh? I thought it was innocent until proven guilty. I didn't know I was guilty until proven innocent. Because if I was still innocent after this indictment, why do they have a pretrial officer? Why do they drug test me every month? Why some of us get ankle bracelets, right? Some people don't even get that. They have to do their whole time in jail. But I thought they're not proven guilty yet, right? So this indictment thing, that's bullshit, man. That's got to go. This grand jury, who the fuck are they? Really? Like I can get a little angry today because I'm off probation. I can say a little bit more today. So I'm angry at the system, but I was more angry at myself because I knew what I was doing was wrong, man. I knew it was wrong at the time, man. It was just too easy, man. This money doesn't come. You don't get money. It's too easy. I knew it, man. And a year went by and I was doing it. And I thought, well, it's easy, but I guess I'm getting away with it. No, he wasn't getting away with it, man. They were watching me for a while, they said. Watching me for a while. And then when I thought, they were listening on my phone. They told me that. The agents told me that. We know your computer. We know you just filed the text thing about 3 hours ago before we got here. Who was it? David Hunt or something? They said the name was. Damn, they knew. So not that I was paranoid, but I thought, I may be being watched. I was being watched. You see 2 strange guys in different cars watching the house, here and there, a couple months before it all went down. They were there. Yeah, they told me. Yeah, that was me. That was me sitting in the car. You told me, man. We watched you, man. We remember you mowing the lawn there in the middle of the night. Were you high on something? Yeah. Yeah. They were watching me, man. They were watching me. They're probably still going to watch me. Because even though I've made it through, it's been 12 years and did my time, paid my debt to society, the halfway house, 3 years of this federal pretrial, federal probation. They're going to watch me, though. So, you know what? God's watching me, and I'm watching me now. I got a different mindset today. I'm watching me, man. I'm watching myself now. I don't want to go back to prison. Being off probation, it's great. I love it. No more leash, no more collar. In a way, I'm almost scared. Because now, if I fuck up, I got to take accountability. There's nobody there probation officer to give me one more chance, or you fucked up, or we'll let you go this time, or we're going to put you back in, and they're going to house me, and they're going to take care of me, and I fuck up now. I'm homeless, probably in 3 days, knowing me. It won't take much. So I'm almost scared. It's like I've had this leash around me, this collar. I've been like, sometimes I'm in a cage, sometimes I'm in the backyard like a dog, and then you finally just take the leash off, the collar off, and tell the dog he's free. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. It's a little scary, guys. I'm almost used to my master, the government. Always somebody checking up on me, knocking on the door at 3 a.m. with a cup that I got to pee in or something. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to miss it, but I'm going to, it was a part of me 12 years like that, man. 3 of it was in prison. The rest was, the house arrest kind of thing. Ankle bracelets and monitors and phone calls and having to do, urine tests and, tell your boss at the job you got, hey, I got to go test today. What do you mean test today? Well, I'm on federal probation or I'm on pretrial and I'm going to go to prison one day. I don't know when. They're going to sentence me maybe next year. What are you talking about? Why are you here working? What do you mean you're going to prison one day? I'm going to prison one day. Well, we all could be going to prison. No, I'm going to prison one day. I've been indicted. When? That was, 3 years ago? What are you still doing out? Out haven't even went in yet. Well, they don't understand. And I still got a test. And, I don't have to pee in a cup no more. I like it. Man, I like it. No more peeing in a cup. God, I've done that for 12 years, guys. I peed in a cup. Sometimes twice a week. Sometimes in the middle of the night, they would come by. I was out there. He was break. Maybe 32 a.m. Thanks a lot. This is after I've been on probation for a year or two. Didn't happen here in New Mexico, but that was when I was in California. But so you guys, I just gotta tell you, man, it's been hurting, man. I'm gonna tell you, prison. I don't know if it was the best thing that ever happened to me, but I made the best out of what happened to me. I turned it around, man. I'm proud of myself. I turned it around, guys. I really did. Who we got in the room? We got Wesley. What's going on, Wesley? We got Michael Young. He says, hello. Hello, Michael Young. How we doing, guys? So, I got a couple news videos I was going to show you. Angie from Angie Talks Prison, or Prison Talk with Angie, said she was coming on because this is all about women getting abused in the federal prison. It's still happening. Me and her just did a show, I don't know, 6 months ago about the federal prison camp and the federal prison load facility in Dublin, California. And a lot of people got fired over there. I think one was a chaplain. And we had a video with, I don't know, a dozen women that were interviewed that used to be in that prison. Angie was in that prison. She told me when we were watching video, I know that guard, I know that guard. He was talking this shit. They were talking this. They grabbed me. They almost every woman in federal prison gets approached by a guard, man. They don't like to be called guards. They like to be called correctional officers. Well, we don't like to be called, what they call us. I don't even like the word inmate, but, they have names for us, so we have names for them. So I'm going to call them a guard. Correctional officer. Sure, if that makes you feel better, buddy. Sure. But they closed down Coleman Low. They had a Coleman Low for women. I believe that one got closed. I think Atlanta, they closed one. A lot of women's prisons have been closed because all the staff got caught raping or abusing or sexually, doing things to the women in there. And some of them, I'm sure some of them wanted it, were enjoyed it. They hadn't had a man in years. I get all that, but it shouldn't be. That's not what our tax dollars go for these correctional officers to keep these women safe. And sure, they got to do the job. I understand it's the prison, but that doesn't mean they're your property, and you can manipulate them and violate them. Men too, man. Men too. Where I was at Florence Federal Prison Camp, I'm a camper, so the campers work outside of the prison sometimes. We work down the road at the Supermax, and where the Unabomber is, and the Boston Bomber, and the Shoe Bomber, the Oklahoma City Bomber, and the UN Bomber, the whole bomber row. El Chapo got there the last month I was there. I got to make his trays for him. Anyways, poor guy. Anyways, so there was a lady that worked in the staff, and I did a show on this. I put the newspaper articles. I put her name on blast, and I didn't get any calls from my probation officer about that one. But I did a show. So she got caught in the meat locker with one of the inmates having sex. And they've been doing it for quite a while. And this lady, her husband, what's her last name? Karasako? It was a Kawasaki. She was white, but her husband was Japanese, so she had his last name. And it's one of my videos. So anyways, her husband worked at the FCI, or no, worked at the penitentiary, and she worked at the Supermax, and they were kind of across the street from each other. And I guess he just wasn't giving her what she wanted because she had to go over the inmates. We were sitting there one day at the table, me and some guys, we're on a break, we just washed 1,000 trays, and we're taking a break, and we're flipping through some magazines, and they're like People magazines, Us magazines, but there were some women in, the movie stars, and we're pointing out the women, and she comes over, what are you guys looking at those women for? When you could have me, right? She goes, and she lifted up her shirt, showed us everything, and kept and then laughed. All right. Oh, well, I'm going to end it.